What's up, guys? Mitchell Watts with Town & Country TV, and today we are doing a video that quite a few people have asked us here at the dealership. So someone comes in off the lot and they're wanting to look at a couple different trucks, and they say, what's the biggest difference between the SCA Performance Black Widow and the TCcustoms F150? Now, I will preface this with saying we are a dealership, obviously, in Bessemer and Pell City, Alabama, and we are a dealer for SCA Performance, and they have been fantastic to us for years and years and years. And then this is what we actually sell here in-house. It's our TCcustoms F150. And so this video, well, I'm going to preface it with saying this, that this is not to bash one or the other, and I'm trying to come at this with the most even playing field and just kind of calling out some pros and cons with both of these sides. And so hopefully you find this video entertaining, but also hopefully it helps inform you just a little bit. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about SCA Performance and what their benefits are. What do you get when you buy an SCA Performance? So a lot of people don't realize this, but SCA Performance stands for Southern Comfort Automotive Performance. They have actually been converting vehicles for, I think, over 40 years. Hence the same reason they're doing their limited edition anniversary F150, as you can see right there on the screen. I will tell you that they are also located here in Trussville, Alabama, and I'm very close to Bobby. He's a good friend of mine, and he's also our SCA Performance dealer. I will tell you though, the fact that they have been doing it for so long, they know what they're doing. They've got a really good body shop where they can do custom paint work. Like you can see, they take the front grille and they sand it and paint it down to match the rest of the truck. So that's a great way that they can increase the look of the front end without actually increasing the cost drastically. And as you can see, this is what it looks like from the Ford factory. We have not modified this. The XLT Sport Appearance Package does come with a magnetic grille. I don't understand that, but that's a side topic. But they've got a really good paint and body shop. They've got a massive, they've got a massive shop up there where they're sending cars across the entire nation to multiple different dealers. So we're not the only dealership that offers the SCA Performance Black Widow. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's see here. That national dealer network really also does a great job of taking care of the consumer after the sale as well. So that's also a side benefit. So a lot of positives to go with SCA Performance. And like I said, not what I'm about to talk about, these cons, it's not, they are great people. So I'm just trying to call everything out. So recently, SCA Performance was actually bought out by a company, and that same company also owns Fox Performance, Fox Racing Shocks, and they also own BDS suspension. Now, at the time I'm making this video, they are either converting or are about to start converting all of their lift kits from what you have here on this truck into BDS lift kits that are going to be private label manufactured for SCA Performance. But this particular kit is a rough country lift kit that is private branded for SCA Performance. So this kit that you're looking at is actually built in Tennessee by Rough Country. There's nothing wrong with that. Rough Country makes a good kit. It's just a little bit more on the less expensive side. Now this one does have some engineering insight from SCA Performance. So when they built this kit, even though Rough Country is the one that's building it for them, it is going to be slightly different than a normal Rough Country kit because, like I said, they've got the design and engineering input from SCA Performance, and then Rough Country is actually manufacturing these lift kits for them. But like I said, depending on when you're watching this video, some of these SCA Performance trucks will actually be converting into the BDS, which in my opinion, BDS has the best lift kit for an F-150 right now. For the 2020 F-150, BDS has by far the best quality. It's the ease of installation, that kind of a thing. All right, so that's kind of the other benefit to it, or the other downside to SCA Black Widow. I will tell you another benefit of the SCA Black Widow is they do have their own private label manufactured wheels. So those wheels are not available for purchase anywhere unless you happen to own a Black Widow truck. It has to come from them, and so yeah, that's what you're looking at. Now you'll also see that their Black Widows do come with caliper covers. Those are not new calipers, they are caliper covers just designed to clean up the look of the vehicle as well. This truck also happens to have their standard, since it's a Black Widow, it comes standard with this Black Widow step bars. And as you can see, they look fine. You can go with the optional AMP power deployable running boards, but you know, this one doesn't have that particular option. Now, the other nice thing about SCA Performance is the fact that you've got these fender flares. These look very similar to the Bushwhacker fender flares, but they're not. These are actually built in-house in Trussville, Alabama at SCA Performance. And one of the cool things is they've got this little styling cue right here to catch just a little bit extra rocks, but that was actually taken from the Raptor F150, and they applied it to not only the rear, but also the front fender flare on both sides, and they're obviously painted to match. And like I said, their warranty on these things are fantastic. I will tell you, the one downside to the SCA Black Widow, in my opinion, is going to be the exhaust system. So if you slide over here, I'm going to show you what I mean. So this particular exhaust system is going to be in a Gibson Exhaust, and it sounds fantastic, no questions there. It's got the black tips, so great there. But I will tell you that they've had, in the past, they've had some issues with some clearance on this exhaust system with this leaf spring. I don't know how well the camera can see that gap, but as you start flexing out and hardcore off-roading, we've had a couple of scenarios where these exhaust systems will actually break, and they have to get warranted and get repaired, and I think that's just kind of a design flaw of the Gibson Exhaust, but that's just my personal opinion. I'm going to get to the exhaust system that we use here in just a second. Once again, this is not a bash on SCA Performance, because they make a fantastic product, and the reason that I'm telling you that this is an honest feedback is because we sell both of them. Why would I just smash something that we sell? We sell Black Widows, and we have sold a bunch of them. I think we've been an SCA Performance dealer, I think, since 1999, maybe 2000, give or take. Bobby Coleman, he'll probably be somewhere in the comments down on this video. So if you're watching this, make sure, tell me, I can't remember, it was 99 or 2000, something like that. So that is kind of what you're looking like on the SCA Performance. Now let's talk about the positives and negatives with the TCcustoms and what you get there. And we're gonna do the same thing that we talked about earlier. Let's talk with the suspension. So as I mentioned to you, SCA Performance is transitioning into the BDS suspension, which also happens to be the same suspension system that we use on this particular truck. So as you can see, this is a 6-inch BDS lift kit. It does keep all of the proper steering geometry, just like the Rough Country. It just has maybe some slightly more beefed up components, but realistically, not very many issues or any issues at all with either one of these kits. The BDS, in my opinion, does give you a slightly better ride than the Rough Country does, but once again, depending on when you're watching this video, the SCA Performance has probably got a BDS lift kit underneath it anyways, so something to think about. As we kind of come back to the aesthetics of the truck and what it looks like, we don't have anything but the factory fender flares here. We do have the ability to go with Bushwhacker fender flares, but we don't have the ability to go with the SCA Performance fender flares. Those are exclusive to that truck, and that's one of the nice things about this truck, is that it is considered more exclusive than the TCcustoms is, but you're going to notice a bit of a difference in the price. We're going to cover that here in a second, so make sure don't go anywhere. But the wheels on this truck, these are a set of Fuel wheels. So we are a Fuel dealer. Basically, Wheel Pros is a company that owns Fuel, XD Off-Road, and about 15 other different wheel styles. We're also a Black Rhino dealer, and which is also TSW is the name of that wheel company, and they have about 1,500 different styles of F150 wheels. So we've got plenty of options to choose from, but we don't have a private label manufactured wheel like SCA Performance does. We don't do the number of volume of trucks that they do to make that make sense. So that is nonetheless. Now I will tell you that the tires that we use on our trucks, we use exclusively Nitto, but we have the opportunity to swap those out if a customer wants BFGs, or if they want some Toyos, or they want anything else, we can do that. But by default, if you find a truck on our lot, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a Nitto, just because of the tire quality, the ride quality, and the longevity of that tire. As I mentioned to you earlier, the Black Widows have the optional power deployable running board. It's the exact same part number that we install here at our dealership, so that's not a pro or a con for either one of them, but it is a really nice feature to have on a 6-inch lifted truck. And as you can see, it's a plug-and-play system. There you go. We've got our TCcustoms emblems, just like the Black Widow has their Black Widow emblems on the doors. You can see, let's take a look at the back side of the truck. One thing that we realized, and maybe this is just a little extravagant, but we realize that most of the people that are going to be buying a lift truck a really nice high-end truck like this is probably going to be towing something. And so what we do is we actually give you, well, I say give you, I mean, we're charging you for it. But if you don't want it, we can always take it out. But we've got a B&W trailer hitch system, because most of these people actually work with their vehicles. They tow something, tow their boat, tow whatever. And the nice part is you have the ability to, it's a drop hitch. So no matter how low your trailer is, you can drop it all the way down. And then no matter what, you've probably got a good angle for your trailer that it makes sense, if that makes any sense at all, pun intended. So I'll put those pins in later. So as we talk about the exhaust systems, one of the exhaust systems that we use, we are a Roush Performance exhaust system dealer, and we are also a Magnaflow exhaust dealer. And time out. Before we go any further, make sure that you click on the link down below to enter to win the Magnaflow exhaust system that we're giving away this month. If you want some more information about that, make sure to click on the link. You don't have to buy a shirt, you don't have to buy any hats. All you have to do is go to the link down below, register your information, will automatically get you entered to win. You can enter once per day on TCcustoms.com/giveaway. But the reason we're doing that giveaway is because of this exhaust that you see right here. This is the Magnaflow black tip exhaust that is exclusive to TC Customs at the time that I am making this video. So Sean, another good friend of mine out at Magnaflow Exhaust, we told him, he said, man, you make a fantastic exhaust system, but I got a problem with it. It only comes in chrome. So we got together, figured out a way to have this thing actually custom coated by a firearm manufacturer that is able to withstand the heat that you need, and it retains that black tip look to it. And the cool part is the finish is warranted for 1 year. If you want some information about buying one of these exhaust systems, we have the before the tire exit exhaust, the dual exit behind the tire, and then we also have the split tire exit. But all three of those are linked down below. Use the code SHIPFREE if you want free shipping on any of those exhaust systems, anywhere in the lower 48 states, that is. But it's a really nice exclusive exhaust system that is only available through TC Customs. It's very similar to how you have the exclusive wheel through Black Widow. The only problem is they don't sell theirs on the aftermarket side. We sell our exclusive stuff over here. As we come on the inside, I'm going to compare these two real quick so you can see. So Josh, I'm going to open that door so you can see. You'll notice that the leather that we use in this particular truck is catskin premium leather. You can see it has got a nice black with a perforated insert, and then you've also got the double stitching on there. It makes it look really, really nice, and it is extremely cost efficient. Now, when you compare that, oh, and by the way, we also retain the leather is warranted just like the rest of the vehicle, even though that's aftermarket. The instrument cluster on our vehicle stays bone stock, it stays factory, and that's why I want to bring up to you the next point is you're going to find the exact same leather system style in this Black Widow that is no different. I mean, it is literally the exact same leather kit. And it's not intended to be a copy, but one of the things that they do is they actually have the Black Widow stitched in the headrest. A lot of our TC Customs, not all of them, have the T and C embroidered in the headrest. One thing you're going to really like about the Black Widow is that they actually take all of these interior trim pieces out, they sand them, and they paint them gloss black. Or if you're custom ordering the truck, you can order it with a pink or purple, or to match your family creed colors, your company colors, whatever you want, you can custom paint that stuff on the inside. So that's really, really nice. The other nice thing that you get is going to be the instrument cluster. So Black Widow actually has a custom instrument cluster, but it's got SCA Performance over here, you've got Black Widow over here, and then you can just see it's just a different style of an instrument cluster. We do not particularly have a setup for that on our instrument cluster, but it's just something to note. Now let's talk a little bit about the price tags of these two vehicles. So the Black Widow has got all the positives that we just mentioned to you, and as this vehicle was equipped, the MSRP on it is $78,569. There's lots of rebates and discounts that you can be had with that, so that's not your sale price, that's just the MSRP of the vehicle. And then when you compare that to this vehicle over here, it's about $6,000 less compared apples to apples, and we've also got the power deployable running boards, so they're not exactly option for option exactly the same. We've got power deployable running boards, they don't. We don't have the fender flares, they do. They have they have a couple of other options that we don't have on the TC Customs. So the question is what do you think is the better value? I can't really answer that for you. It's really all dependent on what your needs are, what you're trying to accomplish. And the nice part is the BDS suspension lift that is on this particular truck is warranted for the 5 years, 60,000 miles powertrain, just like this, which is warranted directly through SCA Performance. And so once again, a huge thanks to SCA Performance for all the many years of service with each other. We've had a great run, and we're going to continue that run for a very, very long time, as long as they'll still have us. But anyways, they make a fantastic truck. We also think TC Customs makes a fantastic truck. So let us know in the comments below what you think is a better deal, better value, that kind of a thing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If it's been a little bit informative and it's really just been entertaining for you, make sure to smash that thumbs up button and make sure you hit the subscribe button with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss a single video.